Going on and live. Good morning, family. Happy Friday. It's Friday, March 27th. Welcome to day 7 of our 28-day gratitude practice directly from Rhonda Burns, The Magic. Uh, One of my favorite tools, y'all. As I've mentioned before, um, I was inspired to do this. So I follow my spirit, is always my policy, as much as I can, as much as I will allow, I should say. Um, just following the inclination of my spirit to do this. So here we are on day 7, the magical way out of negativity. I think this is one of my favorites. There's a few practices in here that I use every day, whether I'm doing the practice um, intentionally or not. There's a few practices in here that I use all the time. Oh, before I forget, if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe. Hit like on here. Hit like. I need y'all to hit like now instead of later. Um, Hit like, share this to your social media, um, text it to a friend, share, help spread the love. Um, I think it's an important thing to do and to focus on right now. And the reason I keep saying that, and I know this whole shelter in place and all of this that's going on politically, sociopolitically, um, is impacting people in different ways. And I think my heart was weighed on partially to do this because I was so observant of the, and I could feel it empathically. Um, there's a lot of fear, um, and change brings about fear, but uncertainty does also, and we are living in um, unprecedented times. So it's understandable, and people are being forced to stay inside of their homes. Um, uh, People's way of life is heavily being impacted, and so um, yeah, I don't think I need to speak too much to all of the ways that things have changed, but the intention of this practice is to just help to ease some of that negative accumulation. I think that what's happening right now is a result of or an effect of, because every response has a call. Every action has a reaction, and so um, there are things I believe that are coming to the surface now that um, are simply asking us to observe them and to transcend them. But the only way we can clear them or heal these issues or transcend these issues is if we are first willing to observe them. And when we're not willing to observe them, the planet, the universe, God, uh, universal spirit, whatever you want to call it, has a way of making us pay attention to those things. So I think the best thing we can do right now is to focus on love, focus on appreciation, focus on building and amassing positive energy, because that too has an effect. Um, so without further ado, let's jump into day 7 of the magic. Before we do that, I'm supposed to share a few of my gratitudes. So I've already written my 10 gratitudes. Um, and going through my list and said my magic words 3 times after each one. So thank you, thank you for dot dot dot. And I'll just show y'all how it's a good idea for me to demonstrate that. So, for example, I am grateful for an opportunity to amass more time because it's a springboard for my projects. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, and I'm talking about specifically what's going on right now. Depending on perspective and how we choose to look at a thing, will determine how it or the qualities or characteristic that experience will manifest in our lives or experiences. So I'm looking at all of this as an opportunity to just bust some power moves and um, amass some more time. And it's funny, and I don't believe in coincidence. When you look at the series of events that have happened, right? So we've had the first day of spring. We've also had daylight saving, right? And now this shelter in place. All of these different things are conversations about time. And to the degree that we can be positive in all of this, it'll allow us an opportunity to really bust some moves. So I'm taking the opportunity to do that, to use my time constructively and wisely. So that's one of my gratitudes. Another gratitude, I am super grateful for the magic book, this practice, the book, because it's a powerful tool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This book has been a major touchstone for me over the past 4 years now, 3 years, however long. I've been utilizing this practice, but it's gotten me through some very challenging times and experiences. So very, very grateful for this one. Um, I am thankful for opportunities to play with Dolly because they increase our connection. Dolly's my daughter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's 3. Let's go ahead and move on to the book. Um, and if for some reason this is your first time listening, and I should have said this, I should add this to sort of my little script at the beginning. Uh, what I do here is I read you a chapter every day of this book, and a chapter does equate to a different practice to do to focus on gratitude. Um, So yeah, let's jump right in. Day 7, the magical way out of negativity. A thankful person is thankful under all circumstances. Um, Bahula, 1817 to 1892, Persian founder of the Baha'i Faith. There's one I don't know. I'll have to look that up later. Whether it's a relationship in turmoil, financial pressure, a lack of health, or problems on a job, negative situations arise because of a lack of gratitude over a long period of time. If we are not grateful for each thing in our lives, we are unintentionally taking those things for granted. Taking things for granted is a major cause of negativity because when we take things for granted, we are not giving thanks in return. And we stop the magic happening in our lives. Just as giving thanks to others will always lead to our life magically increasing, so must taking things for granted always lead to our life decreasing. Are you grateful for your health when it's good? Or do you only notice your health when your body gets sick or hurt? Are you grateful for your job every day? Or do you only value your job when you hear there will be cutbacks? Are you grateful for your pay or salary every time you receive it? Or do you take your salary for granted, your pay or salary for granted? Are you grateful for your loved ones when everything is running smoothly? Or do you only talk to others about your loved ones when there are problems? Are you grateful when your car is working well? Or do you only think of your car when it breaks down? Are you grateful to be alive each day? Or do you take your life for granted? Taking things for granted results in complaining, negative thoughts, and words. So when you complain, by the law of attraction, you must bring more things into your life to complain about. If you're complaining about the weather, the traffic, your boss, your spouse, your family, a friend, a stranger, waiting in lines, bills, the economy, the cost of something, or the service of a company, you're not being grateful and you're pushing your dream life further away with every complaint. Now you understand that complaining, negative thoughts and words, and taking things for granted stops the good things in your life. Now you understand that when something goes very wrong, you have unintentionally not been grateful enough. It is impossible to be negative when you're grateful. It's impossible to criticize and blame when you're grateful. It's impossible to feel sad or have any negative feeling when you are grateful. And the best news is that if you have any negative situations in your life currently, it won't take a long period of time to transform them with gratitude. The negative situations will disappear in a puff of smoke, just like magic. First, as difficult as it may be, you have to look for things to be grateful for in the negative situations. No matter how bad things are, you can always find something to be grateful for, especially when you know that your gratitude will magically transform every negative circumstance. Walt Disney, who knew about the true magic of life, showed us how to do this in his movie Pollyanna. Disney's 1960 movie Pollyanna featured the Glad Game, which had a profound effect on me when I was a child. I played the Glad Game featured in the movie through my childhood and adolescence. To play the Glad Game, you look for as many things as you can to be glad about, especially in a negative situation. Finding things to be glad about or finding things to be grateful for in a negative situation make the solutions appear. Walt Disney demonstrated the magical power of gratitude in Pollyanna, and thousands of years earlier, Buddha demonstrated the way to use the same magical power when he said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us all be thankful." Um, Buddha said that. Let Buddha's words be your inspiration, and today, take one problem or negative situation in your life that you most want to resolve and look for 10 things to be grateful for. I know it can be challenging to begin this practice, but Buddha is showing you the way to do it. Make a list, make a written list of 10 things on your computer or in your gratitude journal. As an example, excuse me, or in your gratitude journal, period. As an example, your problem might be that you're out of work, and despite your best efforts, you're still unemployed. To magically turn this situation around, you have to do a concentrated practice of gratitude on the situation. Here are some examples of what you might say. One, I am so grateful to have had more time for my family during this period. Two, I'm grateful that my life is in a lot better order because of the spare time I've had. Three, I am grateful that I've had a job most of my life and that I am experienced. Four, I'm truly grateful that this is the first time I've been unemployed. Five, I'm grateful that there are jobs out there and more new jobs are appearing each day. Six, I am grateful for all the things I've learned in applying for jobs and in going for interviews. Seven, I'm grateful that I have my health and that I can work. Eight, I'm grateful for my family's encouragement and support. Nine, I'm grateful for the rest I've had because I needed it. 10, I'm grateful that through losing my job, I've realized how much having a job means to me. I had never realized that until now. And I think this is a really good practice for considering what's going on right now. Can we challenge ourselves to find the good in it? As a result of the unemployed person's gratitude, they will attract different circumstances, and their current situation must and will magically change. The power of gratitude is greater than any negative situation, and there are unlimited ways that the negative situation can change. All you have to do is practice gratitude and watch the magic take place. Let's take another example. A son whose relationship with his father is troubled. The son feels that no matter what he does, it never seems to be good enough for his father. So, one, I'm grateful that most of the relationships in my life are really good. Two, I'm grateful to my father for working hard so that I could have the education that he didn't get to have. Three, I'm grateful to my father for supporting our family through my childhood because I didn't have a clue then how much hard work and money it took to keep our family going. Four, I'm grateful to my father for taking me to basketball every Saturday when I was a child. Five, I'm grateful that my father is not as tough on me these days as he used to be in the past. Six, I'm grateful that my father cares so much about me because he wouldn't be tough if he didn't care so much. Seven, I'm grateful that through my relationship with my father, I have learned to have compassion and a greater understanding with my children. Eight, I'm grateful to my father for showing me how important encouragement is in raising happy, confident children. Nine, I'm really grateful that when I get to laugh with my that I get to laugh with my father. Some people never got to do that because they didn't have a father. And for others who have lost their father, they will never have the chance to laugh with their fathers again. 10. I'm so truly grateful that I have my father because amid the tough times, there have been good times and there will be more good times ahead with my father. As a result of the son's heartfelt feelings of gratitude for his father, he will change their relationship for the better. The son changed the way he thinks and feels about his father, or his perspective, which immediately changes what he attracts from his father. Or, as Neville Goddard says, what you awaken in others, you awaken in yourself. And he also speaks to this idea that we experience people in the way that we first view them in our heads. Um, Even though the son was being grateful in his mind, at an energetic and quantum level, I love quantum conversations and energy conversations. The son's gratitude will have a magical effect on his relationship with his father. Provided he maintains his gratitude, by the law of attraction, the son must receive far better circumstances with his father, and their relationship must begin to improve immediately. Remember, you can tell your gratitude is working by the way that you feel. You should feel a lot better about the situation after practicing gratitude. The first evidence of gratitude's magical power working is your feelings lifting. So, when you do feel better about it, you know the situation will improve and the solution will appear. The answer to any negative situation you want to resolve is to focus concentrated gratitude on it until you feel better inside. Then you will see the magic works, its wonder in the outside world. Then you will see the magic work its wonder in the outside world. In making your written list, make sure you list each of the 10 things you're grateful for in the following way. I am so grateful for blank, or I am truly grateful for blank. Okay? And finish the sentence with what you're grateful for. You can also use Walt Disney's way of using gratitude's magical power if you find it easier. I am so glad that blank. And finish the sentence with what you're glad about. Once you've listed 10 things you're grateful for, finish the magical way out of negativity practice by writing, thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. You're writing this. And just for today, see if you can get through one day without saying anything negative. It may be a challenge, but see if you can make it through one day. There is an important reason to do this because most of us have no idea how much we speak negativity. But you'll have an idea after watching your words for a day. Remember that negativity and complaint bring more of those things. And if you're aware of what you're saying, you can stop and decide if you want the consequences of what you're about to say. Here's a lifeline you can use if you notice yourself thinking or saying something negative. Stop immediately and say, but I have to say that I am truly grateful for blank. Fill in the blank. Finish the rest of the sentence with something, anything that you're grateful for. Take this magic lifeline with you and grab a hold of it whenever you need it. And if any little problem or situation appears in the future, remember to put out the embers with gratitude before it grows into a fire. At the same time, you will ignite the magic in your life. All right, so review for today. Magic practice number 7, the magical way out of negativity. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2 for today, choose one problem or negative situation in your life that you most want to resolve. Number 3, list 10 things that you are grateful for about the negative situation. Number 4, at the end of your list, write thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. Number 5, just for today, see if you can get through one day without saying anything negative. If you notice yourself thinking or saying something negative, use the magic lifeline. Stop immediately and say, but I have to say that I am grateful for blank. Number 6, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. All right, so that is magical practice number 7, y'all. And tomorrow we'll be doing magical practice number 8. Again, please like this video, please share, please subscribe to the channel. And as always, I love it when y'all drop me comments. Let me know how this practice is coming along for you. What's your favorite practice so far? Have you seen any of your wish lists come about yet? So that's it, family, and I will see y'all tomorrow for magical practice number 8. Now, I will warn y'all, Saturday is my one day a week that I don't make any commitments, any time commitments to anything. It's my one day to just be offline and relax and do and move about the way that I want to do that. But I do still generally wake up pretty early on Saturdays. Really early on Saturdays. So I probably still do the video early for y'all, but just a little warning. I'm gonna try starting next week. I will see about committing to a specific time to do these videos. We'll talk more about that in the coming days. In the meantime, in between time, happy Friday, family. Enjoy magical practice number 7, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.